All right, guys. So our final topic here kind of leads into our actual final topic, which is our Falcon and Winter Soldier finale spoiler review and discussion here. But shortly after that dropped, news broke that they are indeed working on a Captain America 4 film, a feature film with the showrunner from the showrunner Falcon Winter Soldier, Malcolm Spellman. So they're working on that. They're writing a script. So obviously, this seems like they're gonna just piggyback right off of Falcon and Winter Soldier, make this Captain America 4 film, and then who knows? Now, the only thing that I thought was kind of interesting was that I kind of assumed, and especially because of the kind of end tag that you may have missed in at the end of Falcon Winter Soldier, once they go through the first batch of the credits where they have all like the art, so the art credits, the main credits, the tag switch to like Marvel presents Captain America and the Winter Soldier. So my initial thought was, well, that means that the next one, like my mind immediately went to they're in fact going to do a season 2 of this because they're kind of all the shows that they've announced. Well, not all of them, because a lot of them, I mean, we kind of already have confirmation from the showrunner of Loki that he's working on a Loki season 2, so they're probably gonna be doing a season 2 of Loki, considering, I mean, they said that the showrunner himself said he was writing for it, but, like, WandaVision, I never expected there to be a WandaVision 2. It really wouldn't make any sense. Another show about Wanda, yeah, that mean potentially. It just kinda depends on where her character's at the end of Doctor Strange, I suppose. But Falcon and Winter Soldier just lent itself to being like a continuous story. Like, you just have more adventures of Sam and Bucky. I mean, it just kinda lends itself. So, especially with the end of the series having this little end tag here, the title card changes to Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I just assumed, okay, so cool. So season 2 is gonna be called Captain America and the Winter Soldier. But like I said, shortly, it was like the day of, I think, the news broke that they're making a movie. That doesn't mean that there's not gonna be a season 2 of, you know, I guess Captain America and the Winter Soldier, but the movie will more than likely come first. I mean, who knows? But we'll just have to wait and see. Uh, Rick, what do you think about this? You think they're like, do you think they're gonna make this Captain America movie come out before, like, a second season? Do you think there's gonna be a
Yeah,
second season?
for
What do you
sure.
think?
As soon as you said that, I don't think there's gonna be a second season, and I think the movie's gonna be obviously, if there was a second season, I think the movie would come out first, but, I don't know why, I just don't think there's gonna be a second season. I mean, they didn't really leave anything off other like, something big could happen or some I don't know, it's hard to explain, but, um, I don't know, like, it'd be a cool movie to see Sam's Captain America, you know?
Do you think, so you don't think there's gonna be a second season at all, though? Do you
No,
think
because
the
that
movie will come out then, the second season?
well, I think, Marvel's just doing these kinda, like, one and done sorta things, like they did with WandaVision, where, they just kind of wrap the story up and that's it, on to the next one, so
Yeah, with this one, it's kind of interesting to me because it honestly seems like this one's a little different than WandaVision because WandaVision was its own self-contained story, and then she's going to be in another film. Wanda's never had her own movie. There's never been a Scarlet Witch movie. There have been 3 Captain America movies leading up to this Falcon Winter Soldier, like, spin-off thing with characters that were seen in that movie. But with this, it'll be kind of the first. Granted, we're sort of new in the MCU TV series days here, but, there's only been 2 of them so far that we've seen. But it's interesting to see that they're literally telling this story in Falcon and Winter Soldier, like, show that Cap gets, well, there's a new Cap, right? Like, Falcon gets the shield, he's Cap now, and blah blah, and then that's it. Now he gets his own feature film. It was like literally telling like the prequel story to the next Captain America movie, but in the form of a television series. Which I thought was actually kind of cool. If they're going to be doing more of that, like introduce a character in, like, their own TV series, and then after that, they get their movie. Like, that'd be kinda cool. I don't think it would really work for everybody. It definitely works with this because it lends itself to it just as a franchise, because there's been 3 Captain America movies. We were without a Captain America after Endgame. You set this show up, now we have a Captain America, so you can do another Captain America movie. It kinda makes sense. John, what are your thoughts on this Captain America movie and a potential season 2? Where you at?
I was really happy to hear that they're doing a Captain America. More or less, I guess it's 4. I mean, it's kind of it's a new Captain America, so I'm not really sure the 4. I understand why the 4 is there, but I'm glad that they're doing it because I think there's a lot of potential there with Sam. I think he did an excellent job. Anthony Mackie obviously has done an excellent job with Sam's character and his growth and his kind of him especially in this series, him coming to accept the role of Captain America. So I hope that he gets his own movie to kind of showcase his talents and also just establish this Captain America on the broader stage for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Um, that being said, I kind of tend to agree with Rick. I think this might be a one and done deal for Marvel. I think that, and I'm guilty of this too. When I say what I'm about to say, I'm not commenting on anybody else or the general. I'm just saying in general, I think that streaming has completely changed fundamentally how networks and production studios view entertainment and how they release entertainment. I think everybody when they hear that, you know, company X is doing a season of X, that implies that there will be, since it's a season of it, that it'll be a series. It will be ongoing. That it will return for other seasons. I think Marvel is, and they started to do this even from the jump. Iron Man, I guess Iron Man did have Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3, but Captain America didn't have Captain America 2. It had Captain America the Winter Soldier, and then it had Captain America Civil War. They haven't been numerically numbering a lot of their sequels. Ant-Man 2 wasn't Ant-Man 2 colon Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was just Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think Marvel has taken this approach that each project is kind of its own deal, and if it makes sense to tell it as maybe a more long form series, then they'll go ahead and take that opportunity to tell the story in that format. But if it makes more sense to show it as a theatrical big budget movie, they'll take that approach with it. And I think people are looking at stuff like Falcon and Winter Soldier being nominated under a drama category instead of a limited series category for Emmys or whatever, as indication that it's coming. We were just talking about an article that said that they were doing that and how that's an indication that it could be getting a second season. And I think that may just be Marvel gaming the system. I think they might very well bring these characters back and do what I guess technically might be a second season of Falcon and Winter Soldier or Captain America and Winter Soldier, but they probably, in all likelihood, would call it something different. It would be, I have no idea what, but it would probably relate to whatever was going on at that time in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I think we're also seeing that in a way with the Disney stuff and the Mandalorian. I know the Mandalorian came back for season 2, but we're also now following, we've got the Book of Boba Fett coming. We've got other spin-off projects coming, and who knows what shape or form the Mandalorian comes back in. If it comes back just as the Mandalorian season 3, or if it comes back as, I don't know, the Mandalorians plural, where he tries to reestablish Mandalore. And I just think that with the streaming, what am I thinking of? The streaming environment has changed the way that these production studios are thinking of how they release content and what it means to be like, whether or not they need to do ongoing series or anything. Because and this is, I mean, I know I've gotten real long-winded here, but this is a way to make it easier to bring in new people. It's intimidating for some people to sit down and think, well, I don't want to jump into season 5 of this show if I haven't seen seasons 1 through 4. And I know we're only talking about the second season in a lot of these cases, but by cutting that off right away, just doing single series that are titled something new each time, you give people an easy entry point. While yes, technically there's stuff they could have seen before, it's not right there in their face. You're not throwing it right in their face by saying, hey, it's Falcon and Winter Soldier season 7. Like, come back and watch it, again. If they want somebody new to come in, it makes it easier when they think it's a brand new thing. So we'll see where it goes. But I am happy that they're doing the movies as well. I think that I'm really excited that Sam's going to get his chance to be the Cap that he should be, and still have Cap be one of the big main heroes of the MCU.
Yeah, to touch on that too, you brought up a good point with like the people coming in and everything. The one thing that like most studios would do, like and most like companies would do, is kind of how entertainment just works. Like if season one's a hit, you get renewed for season two. If season
Sure.
two's a hit, you get renewed for season three. So it's kind of like just par for the course for people to like look at WandaVision and be like, well, that was the number one show in the world. They're obviously going to do another one. Kevin Feige's not gonna do that. Like, Kevin Feige's not gonna just make a movie for the sake of making a movie. He's already said and he's proven that if there's a story to tell, they'll tell the story. They're not
Yep.
just gonna, like, make the movie just to make the movie. If they did that, they wouldn't be as successful as they are. Like, you know, and they're like 'cause a lot of other companies wouldn't. I wouldn't fault them for it. Like, if Disney wanted to make Falcon Winter Soldier or Captain America Winter Soldier season 2 because it was, you know, super successful, that's how it goes. That would make sense. But when you have someone like Kevin Feige there in charge, who's the buck stops there. Like Disney's not going to try to. Disney wouldn't pull that stuff with Kevin Feige, or Kevin Feige would he would walk. You know, that's kind of the thing. He has complete creative control over this Marvel stuff, and I don't think anybody is going to argue with what Kevin Feige wants to do with his stuff. So I think if Kevin Feige, in the end, wants to do, you know, another season or gets a pitch for another story after this movie, then it'll happen. But I think you're right in the sense that like most places, they want their series to be good and be long form because that means it's doing good. You know, like Supernatural went on for like 15 seasons, and like it's because it did good for them, and it kept coming back, and there it was. So I don't know. I could see with this one, the only reason I would think that it would come back for it is just purely for the simple fact that it works story wise. You could easily come up with another story for, you know, Bucky and Cat and Falcon, and then just move on with it.
Yeah.
But elsewise, they'll just have to wait and see. I do like the move of doing a fourth entry of the movie. I think that'll be cool. So we'll just have to wait and see. But we're going to talk more about this here in just a second once we get into our spoiler-filled discussion of the finale. Anywho, so but whatever you think about them actually doing a Captain America 4, the actual feature film here, presumably and kind of obviously moving on with our new Captain America himself, let us know what you think about that down in the comment section below.